Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good night, good morning, depending on the time you are watching this video. And today I have come with a very deep analysis. It is very clear that one man, NDINDI NYORO, is out of the picture. In fact, the man has been hiding since the impeachment of the one RIGATHI. The man has said nothing. The man has not shown up. So where is NDINDI NYORO? If you have any information concerning the same, kindly tuambie hapo kwenye comment section. Impeachment ilikuwa kali sana. In fact, the man NDINDI NYORO was projected as a possible president in 2032 after President Ruto, and he was going to be supported by the UDA or Kenya Kwanza in that matter, na president akiwa ndani. In fact, it was proposed to be the deputy president or the running mate in the next general election, to be the running mate, the man who was going to replace RIGATHI when it was very clear that RIGATHI, or when it was very clear that there was no way RIGATHI and William Samoei Ruto wangefanya kazi pamoja. So, and you remember of recent past, NDINDI NYORO has been going around the country, has been traveling, has been making tours, launching projects, has been in fact coordinating with other MPs. You saw the guy in Western, you saw the guy in Kisii, you saw the guy in Naroko. So it was just going around. It was seen as a nationalist, but it is very shocking that the one man NDINDI NYORO is nowhere to be seen. So where is NDINDI NYORO? Kama unajua place yako, tuandikie kwenye comment section. Remember, of recent past, before he went hiding, there is this impeachment of the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua, mtoto wa Mrima, and the guy was very active. That is, NDINDI NYORO was very active. In fact, was very active. But after the impeachment by Mutuse, impeachment motion was brought to the National Assembly by Mutuse. The guy was nowhere. NDINDI NYORO was nowhere. He has never said anything. He has never given his views. He was just went to hiding. He did not show up at the parliament, and he did not vote, so that it can be said that the guy did not vote in supporting the impeachment motion brought by Mutuse to impeach RIGATHI. But me and you knows that abstaining from voting is like you are just voted no, right? So the guy has said nothing. Why do you think? Remember, NDINDI NYORO was one of the closest ally of the President William Samoei Ruto, together with Ichung'wah and other watoto wa Maumau kutoka Mlima. So where is the guy? Number one, there's a probability that he didn't want to associate himself with these shenanigans or these dramas. He wanted to be seen. He didn't want to associate or to be seen like somebody who was going to betray his own brother. Remember, they come from Mrima. So he was not going to be, he didn't want to be perceived that he was participating in a emotion or in an impeachment thing, that he was going to kufukuza, yani ndugu yake anataka kumfukuza pia. So it was like probably NDINDI NYORO is a young man, and probably he has ambitions, he has visions, and the moment is going to be perceived like he's the one who betrayed his own brother. That is when his political career might have problems. Might have problems. Remember, if this young man want to be, for example, a president in the future, he needs support or blessings from his backyard. Watu wa Mlima kwanza wambariki. Now, when is perceived to be going contrary to majority from the backyard, from his backyard, the majority were saying that mtu asiuze mlima na yeye ana allow mtu auze hiyo mlima, then is going to be in fact political yake, career yake in politics ingekuwa na problem. Pengine aliona ya kwamba wacha tu asikize watu wanasema namna gani, then akaamua, ndugu yangu, sitakusaliti, wacha nikae kando kidogo, ndio isionekane ya kwamba nilihusika kukufukuza kutoka kwa kazi. So that is one of the reason. Number two, probably the guy wamekosana tu kidogo na Ruto. They have cut their ties with the president. There is a lot that probably we don't know, and maybe very very soon tutakuja kujua why ama nini nini yao, the relationship yao na ama ya Ndindi Nyoro na president kwaje, pengine uhusiano wao umeweza kuharibika. That is the probability. That is why you can say that the guy didn't want to risk, yet they have a very good relationship with the president, and if it wasn't a plan ndio prezo aambie Ndindi Nyoro weka kando because I have a future with you, then Ndindi Nyoro is going to have a problem with the William Samoei Ruto. In fact, he is going to be sidelined. In fact, he might even be removed from the inner circles of the president, including removal of the one man Ndindi Nyoro from the budget, kwenye ile kiti yake yenye anasimamia budget, and it is very powerful. Is a very powerful docket. So it was projected that, and we are just waiting to see how things are going to escalate. So number three, probably Ndindi Nyoro didn't want, actually, probably he didn't want to participate, and they saw this is dishonest, this is meme, this is something that is draining us from the real issues, and he didn't want to participate in it. Probably he wanted to take himself like a matured person, and he wanted to behave like the same. So, but what next for Ndindi Nyoro, if indeed it is very true that he went against the wish of the president? What is the next for Ndindi Nyoro? One, probably the guy will be now sidelined, and is going to be removed from the people, from the inner circle of President William Samoei Ruto, and he might actually lose lose goodies, including being removed from the chair, position of chair in the budget, in the parliament, na anaweza kuwa mbunge tu. Two is going to be the cordial, uhusiano wao na president unaweza kuwa utavunjika kabisa. Sasa anaweza kunyanyaswa aliye venye basi walikuwa nalia kwenye government iliyopita. By the way, but the positive side is going to be seen like somebody who stood, in fact, he did stand for directly or really stood for RIGATHI, but he is now going to be perceived like somebody who did not participate in removal, or he didn't betray his brother or somebody who was who they come from the same region. So probably is going to be perceived as somebody who never participated in the removal of RIGATHI from the deputy president position, and is going to get blessings from his backyard to now go around the country and make his dreams reality. The dreams probably of becoming the next big person, deputy president, or even the president. We are just going to see how things are going to escalate. Remember Raila Amolo Odinga with William Samoei Ruto. It is now very clear, despite Raila Odinga and his allies denying claims that they are working with the president in the so-called broad-based government, it is now very clear that the two gentlemen, the two guys are just working together, and they are just fooling us. But we just know the moment they donated, I'm talking about Raila Odinga, the moment he donated his experts, that is Joe and others, the four gentlemen, to work in the cabinet of the president, William Samoei Ruto, and the government of Kenya Kwanza. That's the time. In fact, that is the time, and it was very clear the gentleman was working with the president. So we are just waiting to see how their relationship is going to to be affected, whether it's going to be affected by the outcome of the election, which is going to be held on February for the AU chair seat. And you have just seen many Kenyans congratulating the Djibouti, the Djibouti guy, and they just wishing all the best because probably they want to teach William Samuel Ruto, na majority wa wale wenye wamna congratulate the guy from Djibouti, people from Rima. They just want to Ruto to be punished using the man Raila Amolo Odinga. But a lot is happening in this nation. Just going to see how things are going to escalate. So be following. If you are new here, just hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to share, comment. This is already free. Ni free kabisa. We're going to just observe and bring you live updates and the deep analysis of the current affairs. A lot is happening. Today was also election day for the people of United States of America. They are going to decide, but from the opinion polls, from the opinion polls, there is no one who is going to be announced as the winner of the general election because they will not be have achieved the minimum threshold for the one to be declared as the next president of United States of America. So we are just going to follow that one also very closely and see how things are going to escalate. So let's wait until 10. This is AC Born, and this is Born TV Kenya. Thank you very much.